We will reduce taxes to recover the momentum of our economy. We will build a confident Ghana, which is united, at peace with itself, and takes pride in its diversity.
That was President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo making a firm promise in his inaugural presidential address to Ghanaians. This promise brought a breath of fresh air and was consistent with promises made by his vice presidential candidate, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, of moving from taxation to production.
We embarked on major tax reform in this budget so that people will understand that we meant what we said when we said we are moving from a focus on taxation to production.
But when COVID-19 struck, it appears that times have changed. Apart from the COVID-19 levy, the government introduced the unpopular e-levy tax. In an interview on the BBC, the president mounted this spirited argument to support the e-levy.
It's the biggest economy is emerging as the biggest economy in the country, and for a long period has not had any taxation at all. So it is important now that they also come into the net. Our country has one of the lowest tax to GDP ratios of any country in West Africa and of an equivalent economy.
You think it's necessary to tax people who are already impoverished?
They're not already impoverished. We're talking about people. We're talking about taxing an industry and transactions where a lot of value is being created, and we want to also bring that value into government coffers.
On August 1st, 2023, the Ghana Revenue Authority notified the public that the new 10% withholding taxes on all betting games and lottery wins would take effect. Many young people engrossed in betting for survival criticized the government for trying to reap where they had not sown.
Two governments staying at somewhere sleeping want to take 10% out of that person's money. Just like that.
People will stop betting. It's wool. Drastically, like down to earth, it's war. Because people will not bet again. Why would I come and bet and I'll win my small coins that I'll go and use to? Now the country is very hot everywhere. Everywhere you pass, left and right, change.
The 2024 budget has come with a raft of controversial taxes. The government now requires Ghanaians to pay an annual levy for the carbon emissions produced by their petrol or diesel-powered vehicles. This started on 1st February 2024. This tax has set heads of drivers and riders spinning.
Like you say, if like the smoke come outside, like my exhaust, then they are going to charge me on it. I can't pay. Like if I ride, the smoke should not come or what? So I don't understand.
You have income tax, you have insurance, you have road wet, you have AMA. I say you have taxes, you no also. The only say card you see banny at the day. Nyansa inim. Bravo no person mukuya na ye you have tax. Ye so kra na ye mobo Ghana.
But that is not all. The government has imposed a tax on domestic electricity consumption to help the country mobilize revenue and achieve its medium-term targets. Many are protesting the taxes on domestic consumption of electricity, and labor unions are also threatening to go on a demonstration. Dr. Yalban is the General Secretary of the Trade Union Congress.
How can you add this to the problems that we have? If we don't resist this, tomorrow they will come and tax water. They will say there's a lifeline. This lifeline that they are talking about is 2 balls. Part of television, maybe half television. And if you switch on your fridge, you pay this VAT. This law was passed in 2013. Why is it that all these governments have not implemented it? Why is it that we are allowing IMF to dictate to us to implement this law now?
The Ghana National Association of Teachers, NAT, also wants government to backtrack on the 15% VAT on electricity. Thomas Musa is the General Secretary of NAT.
The rules of engagement, and specifically regarding the Public Order Act, we are going to serve notice to the police on Monday. By the close of work, we will get the police informed on Monday. All over the regions, the 16 regions in Ghana, we are going on a massive demonstration to officially register our protest to the government. And the message we have, the only thing that can cause us to change our minds is the withdrawal of the letter. Until that is done, all the roadmap we have given, they are intact.
It is not only labor unions that are up in arms against VAT on electricity. Araba J, a seamstress, is worried this tax will sound a death knell on her already struggling business.
We are paying internal revenue, we are paying AMA before the light. Sometimes the bill we pay a month, almost 500 cedis. Sometimes. Even I call someone to come and check the meter if there's fault. They say there's no fault. Even the ECG people came, they said the meter is not running. Even that much, 500 cedis a month. They say it's not running, so they are coming to change the meter for us, and which we don't accept it because it's too much for us. I'm even thinking to close it down because the work is no more moving. Things are very expensive. So we are pleading the government that 15% should take it off.
This new tax comes at a time where many Ghanaians, including civil society organizations, have asked governments to reduce taxes and explore alternative revenue mobilization strategies, including cutting expenditures.
People never like taxes. I don't know any group of people, especially businesses, when taxes are brought to them that like it.
But is it true Ghanaians hate taxes, or do Ghanaians feel tax burdened? Obed Kingaglo for GHOne News.